You got boost power! You got boost power! You got boost power!
Do you know that feeling whenever a homeless person comes up to you, just randomly on the street, and comes up, grabs you right by the genitalia, and just sits there, just sits there, mind you, for a little bit, and just starts profusely tickling, and doesn't stop, and laughs in your face when they do it? That's how I feel about Nintendo with F-Zero. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the first episode in my kind of reworked new series called The Quack. Naturally, I love ducks. Do I need another reason to call it The Quack? So are you familiar with the little indie game that's not really so little? It's called Fast Racing Neo. This game is basically the love child of Wipeout and F-Zero, two franchises that I, for one, have tons of fun with. I love those games. I loved the Wipeout game. I think it was Wipeout 2048 on the Vita. So much fun with that game. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of F-Zero, the entire franchise from what I've played. I think the only one I have not played in that series was AX, because I didn't get to go play it in the arcade. There's been a lot of talk in the past couple years about a new F-Zero coming out, but no major action that has happened, so we're here now with Fast Racing Neo, a game that is extremely promising looking, a game that is basically taking the role of F-Zero in the modern era, and I like that. I mean, we're talking a game in the modern era that has actual extreme fast MLG Mountain Dew infused racing.
You got boost power!
Now, developer Shin'en Multimedia is promising quite a bit here, and I gotta say, I really hope to deliver on all fronts of those, but I did find out a couple recent things that prompted me to make this video. Let's get into that. One, Mr. Jack Merluzzi is going to be the voice actor for Fast Racing Neo. Guys, if you didn't know, he's the voice actor for F-Zero GX. Yeah. Aside from just being the announcer, he actually did voice a few of the characters in there, including Black Shadow, which is one of my favorite racing villains, because you don't get too many of those. So you gotta take what you can get. I mean, him and Whizpig, that's all I got. I mean, Shin'en knows, they know that Nintendo fans are clamoring, clamoring for a new F-Zero game. They know that we are just hungry. And this game is gorgeous. This is some of the most impressive visual demonstration I've seen of anything on the Wii U, and the fact that it's coming from an indie studio has me really excited about the studio's future. I mean, they produced some fantastic games that I have fell in love with over the years, like Nano Assault and Neo. Oh my god, that game is so great. And again, in the same vein of a homeless man coming up and just having at my nether region, I wanted to say that Criterion, the studio behind Need for Speed Most Wanted U, they almost made a new F-Zero at the launch of the Wii U. It seems Nintendo kinda got their kick in the pants with Star Fox Zero, and now I think it's time for everyone to be more vocal about F-Zero. I mean, we pushed Miyamoto to the point where he has actually commented a couple times on it. He says he doesn't really have anything new to bring to the series, you know, other than possibly, I don't know, just making everything 1080p 60 frames per second, online mode, a track editor, how about an even more fleshed out story? We could just have like a brief challenge mode. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. And I'm just a dude in this room with a camera and a mic. Now let's circle back to Fast Racing Neo here. We just recently found out that there's going to be a hero mode in this game, along with all the other stuff that's already going to be in this game, like, online play. This mode is basically replacing the boost pads that charge your boost gauge up as you drive through a race in Fast Racing Neo, and it's basically replacing it with a health regenerator. Does that sound familiar? And they're also saying that you have to finish the race in first to progress along in hero mode, so it almost sounds to me just like that set of challenges that I mentioned that we should probably have for F-Zero. That was incredibly pompous sounding. I understand that the F-Zero franchise isn't exactly home to the best sales of a Nintendo game ever, but you're telling me you couldn't release a more budget-friendly version of an F-Zero game? I mean, come on. Come on. I don't really think anyone can, like, seriously talk about sales because of how many F-Zero games Nintendo pumped out from 2001 to 2004. Up until that point, we only had F-Zero and F-Zero X. But the second 2001 hit, oh, here comes Maximum Velocity, oh, 2 years later, here comes GX and AX, and GP Legend. And then a year later came F-Zero Climax, which is basically just a continuation of GP Legend, which only got released in Japan. So why are you shocked people got tired of it? I think after a decade has passed, you can probably revive a franchise and actually consider it to maybe get a respectable amount of sales. I mean, just look at me over here, just having a blast. The time of my life, enjoying the fast racing challenge that is F-Zero, and I never want to put the controller down. I mean, it's Such a fantastic franchise that really fills me with a sense of warmth and fulfillment, and I'll never get tired of it. I just wish my brother was here to play it with me. I miss those days. Guys, the point of the video here is Shinnen is delivering on a front that Nintendo has not been for a long time. Guess who's gonna get all that money? Shinnen. And I do appreciate that Shinnen knows its market and understands the fact that, you know, Wii U fans really want a new high-speed, high-tech racer out there that is just over the top and crazy and looks great and reminds us of the old days of yore when Nintendo gave a crap about something other than Mario and Zelda and Pokemon. And this, Nintendo, you better know that I want more rocky, bulging, hard, alien/human thighs in my video games.